Hey guys, it's me, the Game Cricker, and my Spider-Man addiction has increased a lot over the past week, and that's mainly just cause I'm on half term, so I've just been like, I've just been watching loads of Spider-Man stuff for no reason other than the fact that I'm bored.
I'm fine, May. Staying safe. I'm more worried about you.
So let's just go to that black cat.
Don't you do that. Feast is the
called
safest
stakeout
place in the
thing.
city right now. Our sister locations uptown, not so
Let's just
much.
see what she's
But
talking
we're
about
safe and
first.
secure down here.
Let's hope it stays that way. I'll stop by when I can, May. Love you.
You too, Peter.
Felicia thinks she's toying with me, but I learned something in each of these scenes.
Okay, let's see. It's there. Okay.
Another cat. I think some big-time lawyer lives here. I bet she's after his client list to find new targets.
Okay, so what was I saying?
She's
Yeah,
one
so
smart cat.
just cause I'm on half term and like I've been really bored. I've just been like watching so many different Spider-Man things, like what's it called, like especially I haven't watched loads of Spider-Man shows, but like actually yeah, I rewatched the Spider-Man TNAS, which is like my second favorite.
I love photography.
Yeah, my second favorite Spider-Man show. I rewatched the Spider-Man Raimi trilogy, which is really good, and I'll defend all of those movies to my grave. Even that, like, I know like the first two are like really like loved by everyone, but like the third one a lot of people don't like, and I don't see why not loads of people like that one. It's just
Maybe
like
this will help me balance work and a personal life, if I ever find time to read it.
yeah, what's it called? Like, I don't know why a lot of people don't like Spider-Man 3 that much. Like, okay, I get that like they tried and crammed too many things into it,
before they kill someone.
and like I don't know, and Venom wasn't like as comic accurate as he could have been, but I feel like I don't know, I feel like it concluded the trilogy really well, and like I don't know, it's just like I really liked it. It's just cause like, and also something about Venom not being as comic accurate as he could have been. I liked how it was kind of like a dark mirror, like no, not dark mirror, like how he's like a dark version of what Spider-Man could have been.
On my way.
And then like I really like how also what do you call it?
Searching for the doctor.
Yeah, and I really like how
That one scares me.
like the symbiote does corrupt Spider-Man
Yeah,
in Spider-Man 3.
That's what I'm worried about.
But then he's already
Hold tight,
been
Captain.
corrupted, if that makes sense. Like you know, at the end of the second one, like he got everything he wanted, and now all of that's just got into his head of it, and he's gotten carried away. And so like, it's about him like, you know, just like realizing that, like trying to just, you know, become a better person. Cause like he is a good person, he's just gotten carried away. Now it's just like learning to not take it all for granted and just like really appreciate it. And I think that was really good. Like yeah, I honestly don't understand why loads of people don't like Spider-Man 3. And anyway, so I rewatched Spider-Man TNAS, or the new animated series, which is like its official name, and I have a lot of thoughts on that series. So this is sort of going to be like a mini review, or it could just be a full review. I don't know.
Captain, got eyes
We'll
on.
see how it
Fill me
goes.
in.
So the first thing, I'll start with the bad, and then I'll move on to like the mixed and the good. So
equally screwed.
oh, okay, let's go to that one because it's closer. Okay, so the first thing in the bad, actually, yeah, okay, the bad, yeah, is that the finale of the show was like
The Veteran Center in
it wasn't very good. Like the Gaines twins, I think they're like the villains' names, like the villains' names were. I'm not like I wasn't too keen on them. They weren't like the best. Like
I hope she isn't sick.
they just weren't as good as other villains that were in the show. And like it just wasn't that like the ending was kind of like actually like the very end, like the end of part 2 of that like mini arc with the Gaines twins was actually really good. Like I think like it set itself up really nicely for season 2, but then it also kind of just like set up as a dark ending for just this universe as well.
Yuri Watanabe, master of suspense.
So I think the ending of the ending was really good, but the overall ending wasn't very good, if that makes sense. And that's the only like negative thing I have about this series. Like, it is like it's a really good series. But now I do have a couple of things that are like kind of mixed. So like the first thing, which is like it's not a bad thing, but it's just like something that kind of bothered me a tiny bit, which is why it's in the mix, not the bad, is that all the episodes like are really episodic, you know, like they don't really relate to each other.
Transformers are charging the building, trapping the police
like
inside.
they don't really relate to each other all that much. Like there are some like there are some arcs that are carried
I'm gonna
on.
have to disable these transformers to free your men.
There are some arcs that are carried on throughout the show, but then like
That's why
so like one episode Spider-Man's fighting Electro, and then the next episode he's fighting like some like fighting like some samurai girl or something.
2 down, 3 to go.
Which is like,
Man, I did not miss
like I like that it was episodic, but then I feel like maybe some
energy transformers.
like maybe just some things, you know, where it's like some like I think I would have preferred like where it was just like a bunch of small contained arcs throughout the rest of the series, if that makes sense, as opposed to just being like one arc in different episodes. I feel like that would have just fleshed things out a bit more. And then another thing is that the show has a lot of original villains that are meant to be like adaptations of other classic Spider-Man villains and characters like Black Cat. So like there's one episode where this girl that Harry Osborn is dating, and for those of you that don't know, and why wouldn't you know, like Harry Osborn is like Peter's best friend, and so like in that episode, yeah, the girl Harry's dating is basically this like cat burglar or something, and she was basically just like that universe's version of Black Cat, which I don't know, I think I would have just preferred if they just used Black Cat, you know.
Only one more.
Like I know it's not the hugest. Wait, how did I die? What happened? I was just so confused. I was so confused. Yeah, so you know, like I think I would have just preferred like in that example if they just used Black Cat or Felicia Hardy, you know. And like there was another one where like there are these like flying people.
Yuri,
I
complicated
think,
was an
that are
understatement.
rubbing bands.
I'm
and
gonna
all
have
that.
to disable these transformers to free your men.
And I think I would have just preferred if they just like, you know, and like that was meant to be like the Vulture, I think it was, like that they were meant to be adapting, and again I think I just would have preferred if they used the Vulture, you know, not like some discount version of the Vulture. But then like those villains were pretty entertaining, and like I don't know, those villains were pretty entertaining, but then like if they're just like slightly different versions of those characters, then why not just use the original characters, you know?
2 down, 3 to go.
Okay, now.
Man, I did not miss dealing with Electro's elaborate supervillain antics while he was in the
Okay,
Raft.
and then
Trapping
another
the police
thing
with a
that's
network
kind of
energy
mixed about
transformers?
this
Who
is
does
that it's meant, like, this show was meant to be like, what's it called? It was meant to be like a continuation from the Raimi movies, like, because it came out in 2003, so it was like banking on the success of the first Spider-Man movie from 2002, and like that's why like it said like that's why Harry had like a big grudge with Spider-Man, and it keeps mentioning that Spider-Man, you know, killed Harry's father, and I don't know, it's just like, but it's not really a, like, it's sort of like a loose adaptation of Spider-Man, of like, sorry, not of Spider-Man, it's like a really loose sequel to that movie, and I just don't, oh flip, okay, I'm dead, okay, I'm dead, I'm legitimately dead. Where's the thing anyways? It's there, okay. No, please, you can't kill me like this. Okay, fine, that's... Yeah, so it's like... They didn't like, you know... completely forgotten what I was saying. Yeah, so like, they didn't tie it into the Raimi movies enough, I think, if that makes sense. Like, I felt like it was kind of in this weird middle ground where, is it in, well, like, you're wondering, just, is it in the Raimi movies or is it not? Because like, Spider-Man's suit is the exact same as it was in the Raimi movies, apart from the fact that it had like expressive eyes that move, which like makes no real sense, but it looks really cool. And I don't know, there are just like little things that like
Police are free, but
tied it
things aren't backing
into
down.
the Raimi
Need to lend a
movies.
hand.
But then there were other things that just like kind of completely contradicted that. So I wasn't too keen on the fact that it was a continuation of the Raimi movies, because like it just felt really like distant from those as well. Okay, and then just the final thing I haven't mixed is that that was fun. So I think the episodes when they aired on TV were released out of order for some reason, and so when I watched it on Amazon Prime, like there were just little things that like that didn't make sense. So again, this is why it's in the mix, because it's not like you know, it's not like the makers of the shows, it's not like their fault or anything, it's just like MTV's fault, I guess, for
Yuri, your men are safe.
not airing it in the right order.
We're trying to shelter civilians,
So then
but
like
Rhino
there are
isn't
like
the
little
easy.
things, so like
He
there
never
was this
does.
whole like
On my
romance
way.
between Spider-Man, between Peter Parker and Mary Jane, and then like in one episode they would be like
Sounds like the
together,
voicemail.
and then the next episode they just wouldn't be together, and there would be like no reason for it, and then it took me a while to like connect the dots and realize that they were being played out of order. So then like it was just kind of weird.
Better finish with the precincts fast and get to Harlem.
Okay, so that's what I have with the mixed, and now moving on to the good. I'd say the first thing is that the animation was like pretty ahead of its time. So I think it's the only Spider-Man shows so far that's used like it's just fully CGI, if that makes sense. Like all the character models are made like using CGI and all that, and I think the animation has held up really well. It's some things obviously look kind of weird now, but for the most part I think it looks really good, and it's probably like and it's definitely a lot better than other cartoons from the time as well that was sort of like obviously hand-drawn animation is like, there's nothing wrong with hand-drawn animation, but it's just like CGI animation is like really ahead of its time,
laying into
so,
your police barricades.
you know, that's like
I'm gonna even
the
be
thing
out.
about that show.
If those
Okay,
barricades fall,
also-
people inside are done for.
Also, like this cartoon was like a lot more mature than you'd expect for a cartoon. Like, I know when a lot of people think about like cartoons, they think, oh yeah, it's just for kids. But I think this show was like really, like a really good like testament to show that no, cartoons aren't just for kids. They can be for adults, or in this case, they can be for teenagers as well. Because like there was some really like there were just some really brutal deaths in this, like, and like it wasn't even masked in like some way to make it seem like, oh yeah, it was just like it wasn't masked up in some way, like it wasn't dressed up in some way, like, oh no, he could have survived, but he might have not. No, like there was one episode with the lizard, yeah, he was chasing Spider-Man on a helicopter, or like Spider-Man like webbed up to a helicopter, and then the lizard tried grabbing him, and then the lizard just fell and landed on the floor, and obviously a drop like that would surely kill someone, and it killed him. Like, it killed him. It's just plain and simple. It killed him. And like, you know, there was even a beheading in one of the episodes, I think, and obviously like they didn't show it, but they didn't show the decapitation, I should say. They didn't show it, but like you knew what went on. Like they didn't try and sugarcoat it or anything. Is it not that? Yeah, okay. Also, sorry if I'm like really bad at this game today. I don't know why. I think it's because like I'm using like this old dusty controller that I haven't used for like a while now, and basically just like not a few of like the buttons aren't registering every time I click it, so that's probably why.
Spider-Man, up top! Contact with NYPD! They'll bring down the building!
Where? Okay, now. The only time the concussive blast ever comes in useful. Wait, what? No, I meant to do
One roof
that.
clear.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay. Yes, what was I talking about? Yeah, so, yeah, Spider-Man TNAS is actually really mature. And another thing is just like, it just captures the essence of Spider-Man really well. And like, you know, like when, like, you know, like the essence of Spider-Man is just like a man, like a boy growing into becoming a man, like through being a superhero. And that, and obviously, like, he is a bit more grown up than he is in the comics. So, like in university, as opposed to being in high school, like 19 or 18, 19. But like, and like they have what many people call, they have, yeah. So they have in the show something from what many people believe to be the best Spider-Man movie, which is Spider-Man 2. It's just that like everything Spider-Man does makes Peter Parker's life worse. It's like a win for Spider-Man is basically a lose for Peter Parker and vice versa. And I think that's like, and I think they did it really well. And like, it was especially like it was done especially well in the end when you know, what's it called? Actually, no. Was it done in the end? It kind of was, because you know, Spider-Man. Yeah, it was done in the end because, you know, Spider-Man punched his friend Indy because, you know, because basically the villains, the Gaines twins, could mess with his mind, and they made it seem like Indy was one of them. So then he punched her, and then she fell off the building, and then she went into a coma, and the doctor said she may never wake up. And like, that wouldn't have happened obviously if Peter Parker wasn't Spider-Man, because then there'd be no Spider-Man to trick into punching Indy. So I think that was done. I think like that was done really well in the game. The show. And then obviously like that whole recurring plot of will Spider-Man and will Peter Parker and MJ ever get together? Because like, you know, like they keep trying to get together, and then
Need to
and then
hustle
what
to
do you call
feast
it?
sister
Something
side in
comes
Harlem
up
to
that
help
Spider-Man
May.
can't ignore, that he can't ignore, whatever.
Peter,
And it's just
thank
so,
God.
it's just like
I need you
really
at the
good.
Veterans Center. Where are you?
Like,
I got held up.
I think
Are you
that's
okay?
some like,
What's
as much
happening?
as I love
The
the
convict started a fire.
yeah, as much as I love the MCU Spider-Man and Tom Holland's like portrayal of it, like I wish they just had like more.
Stay where you are,
I wish
MJ.
they just
I'll handle
gave
this.
him more consequences for his
Move
actions.
it,
Like,
Pete. Move!
like I feel like they've given him the best of both worlds. You know, like he's still an A student. Like, he's an A star, A plus, or whatever you want to call it, student, and he's Spider-Man. Like, and like it doesn't show him really struggling with it all that much. Like, if it showed him struggling a lot more, then that would be really good. But then like, I don't know. I just feel like, and also I think they should make Spider-Man a bit more independent. Because like but then I think that might be where they're kind of setting up the arc for him, because like obviously at the end of Far From Home they set up as, you know, he's on his own now, or like with a few
Peter, fire
allies.
and rescue's on the way. I found a fire escape that'll get me.
MJ, stay back!
Okay, what's going on?
I don't want to
here?
have to rescue you too.
Peter, don't be crazy. Wait for help.
May! May! Here! We're over here! I got you. Hang on! Ow. Hey, man, you alright? Get to the window! It's too far! Hold on!
Just brace yourselves. Come on, you stupid piece of... Come on, May. I've got you.
Oh my
Come on! No! We've got you. We've got you.
Just in my apartment, where you were in, second floor, and there's some extra loud noise. Is May okay?
Everyone is safe.
MJ, if it weren't for you and Miles, I would have been...
As dead as I would have been the last 8,500 times you saved me. Pretty sure I still owe you a few.
That's smart.
Hey. I'm sorry I screwed things up. It's just hard being the one who always gets saved, you know? Sometimes I want to do the saving.
I'm sorry I made you feel like you couldn't. Still partners?
Always.
Hey, so I didn't know if, you wanted sparkling or flat or spring or mountain spring, so I got one of each. Am I interrupting?
No, MJ, Ms. Watson and I were just talking strategy.
Strategy?
That's right. The city is in danger. It needs our help.
All of our help.
All right, well, call the play, coach.
Okay. Divide and conquer. Ms. Watson, we need an anti-serum for Devil's Breath. Oscorp's developing something, but there's no way they can keep it safe from Octavius and Lee. We need to find the cure and protect it.
I'll chase down some leads.
Miles, you need to be my eyes and ears at Feast. Anything goes wrong, call me. We need to keep that place and the people there safe.
All right, you got it. What are you gonna do?
Gang of costume nutjobs is taking the city apart piece by piece. Time I return the favor.
All right. Hey, wait, how do I call you? I mean, you have like a cell phone in your pockets or something?
Ms. Watson can give you my number. Good luck, team.
You have his number. Are you Spider-Man's girlfriend? That'd be so cool.
Come on, Sherlock. Show me what you got in this water smorgasbord.
Okay, now let's see how long this takes to load. Okay, it wasn't that long. All things considering. All things considered. Okay, that's like my favorite bit in the game when Miles just catches Peter's web. Like, what's it called? Like, logistically it's kind of dumb, I'll admit, but like, okay, should I go to Crime Tower or go to that? Okay, let's go to that.
You know what I like about you, kid? Hero.
Yuri, I'm looking at a Fisk site where there's a lot of people, but not much work getting done.
Oh my god, it's still headed towards me. Yeah, like, I know logistically that bit where Miles catches Peter's web is kind of dumb, but like,
Miles is
I think it's just so cool and so heartwarming. I mean, not really heartwarming, but I think it's just so cool.
Stopping
And like, it's sort of like, it's sort of just
Yuri,
like the payoff to the whole,
tracking the big
to
boys.
Peter's whole like
Still no leads on
character
Octavius?
throughout the game, because
No,
like his whole
nothing.
thing is him,
Forensics can't
like
even do a
at
sweep
the
of
start
Times
he's a
Square.
loner,
Everyone in
like
that
he's
department
pushed
but the
everyone
intern
away,
is sick.
like even MJ,
I might
his
be able to turn
girlfriend,
something up.
or his
Let you know what I
ex-girlfriend,
find.
like he pushed all his friends, all his family away, and like he's just focused on being Spider-Man. But then like throughout the course of the game, like, you know, he meets MJ
You know what
again,
I like about you, kid?
and what else?
You're always getting better.
Like, he meets Miles.
Thanks, creepy stalker
He
guy.
meets Jefferson Davis, who helps him like realize that he can
Did you
have
keep
other
leaving
people
me
help him as
tasks?
well.
That's kind of on the nose.
There's a group of mercenaries committing crimes across the
I don't
city.
care. I don't care. I
These
just wanna.
mercenaries wouldn't happen to be your
Yeah, and then
mercenaries,
like
would they?
it finally like,
No.
and then
All
like
I
it
know
finally
is
just
they're
like
getting
paid off his
well
character
for their
arc
work.
when
Unless you
like
stop them,
he
that is.
when
What's
like
in it
other
for
people
you?
helped him, and then
I
he
get to
realized like,
watch and
yeah, we
learn.
need like I can't do this on my own. I need like I can't be the only one to protect New York because I won't be able to. And then you know, like he lets friends in, he lets like people in, and it's just really really good. Like the story's good, that character arc is really good, and just overall it's really good.
It's happened, people. The chickens
Oh yeah, and
have
also,
come home to roost.
if
Of
you haven't
course, by
noticed,
chickens,
then
I
like
mean the lunatics who
in a
escaped
few
from Rikers Island.
videos, I've said that
Home they're coming.
Spider-Man the new animated series, or TNAS,
Thanks to
is
Spider-Man.
is my second favorite Spider-Man cartoon, but like it's in my intro just because it has my favorite theme song, or probably my favorite theme song.
Spider-Man, here to lend a
But
hand.
then it.
Thought you might need
but
one,
then it's
officer.
not my favorite
You
cartoon
don't know that half
or
of
my
it.
favorite Spider-Man show.
Never seen anything like this
Like-
devil's breath stuff.
And so my top
Forensics is having
three
a hell of
are,
a time.
and don't kill
News
me
reports
for
say
this,
this is
'cause,
where
like,
auto-release
it's not really
devil's
the
breath
popular opinion.
Might have left
So-
some residue.
So my favorite is Spider-Man the animated series from 1994.
Some residue on this
And that's
side.
mainly just cause, you know, my
Maybe I
dad
can
like,
isolate it.
you know, my dad really liked that series, or well, you know.
AT
Oh
rich
yeah,
leader
that's my
sequence.
dad's favorite
This looks
Spider-Man
promising.
series. So then like, you know, he made me watch it. Yes, then he made me watch it. Oh no, actually, no. Okay. Yes, so my. Why is this not working out? Here. Yeah, so my dad made me grow up with it, and like, you know, it is a really good show. Like it is really amazing. It's probably like the most comic accurate show. Yeah, the most comic accurate Spider-Man cartoon, and it was like the first to. What? Okay. Yeah, and it was like the first to fully adapt like comic stories from like, you know, to fully adapt. Why is this not working out for me? Yeah, and it was like it was the first Spider-Man show to like adapt comic stories. Like it adapted the Venom's, like the whole Venom thing, which was really good. Why is this not working out for me? Please. Okay, then I gotta put this one. No, okay, so then I gotta rethink my whole life. Okay, so then okay. 2. Okay, and then 1. So it's gotta be this one then, right? Okay, so did I just skip? No, I'm not gonna skip. I'm gonna reset it and figure it out again. So so let's start from this one because that one was easy. What happens if we go with this one? No, okay. Okay, that one and okay, not sure which one to go with then. Oh, actually. Okay, there, finally, I figured it out. After a really long time, I finally figured it out, which is great. Okay, now. Okay, which two did I. No, okay, not that one, I'm guessing. We just need one more. Why is this so. No, okay then. That one, cool. Okay, and that should be pretty easy. Okay, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with this. No, okay, so then this is just gonna... No, okay, so then this one went here. Nope. Okay, I might just skip this one, I don't know what's going on. Okay. Okay, then if I go, no, okay. It's gonna take a while, so... Please, just... Okay, fine, I'm skipping, I don't care. I skipped it. I skipped it, just like...
Oscorp's modified
I know I said
CPF-1.
that those are
Definitely
easy,
Devil's
but then,
Breath.
like, there's always one that gets me.
Should be able to track the dispersal path now.
And I've forgotten what I was talking about.
Trail
before.
goes in a few directions. Need to find the right one.
Okay, and the right direction is... It's the one that goes like up to there, isn't it? I think it's this one.
Make sure you get enough photographs.
I missed this one.
Vapor trail heads up that building.
Well, then we better go up the building. Oh yeah, I remember I saw
Trail
about it.
jumps
So,
between these buildings.
yeah, my favorite like Spider-Man cartoon or show for that matter is the 90s Spider-Man show because
Trail leads down into
Because-
those vents.
just because like it's the
What's
most
Otto
comic
doing up
accurate,
here?
I'd say. Like
Should be a door. Or
it's
an
not like
access
the
hatch
one that
around
I'd
here.
say is like objectively the best. I'd say the best is Spectacular Spider-Man, and this is like the most comic accurate, which is like
Well, this is moody.
which it's not more important.
Must be
obviously,
some way to
but
hit the
just, like,
lights.
there must be some way, mustn't there? Okay. You know, my muscle memory is just like really like annoyed right now, or it must be, because like
Let there be light.
okay, finally,
Whoa.
we just had to shoot it a few
Was
times.
Otto using this as a staging ground?
Now I could explore,
Chaos
but
of the
I'm
prison
not
break would have
gonna
been perfect cover to move in.
explore, unless we have to explore. mate,
Good old
don't-
Rhino. My second favorite Russian.
Okay, we don't have to. Who's his favorite Russian then? We don't have to explore, do we? Because I kind of just.
What's
wanna
this
get
now? UV bulb. Huh, nothing happened. Must be a way to get that lamp on.
Okay, damn it.
There we go.
Yeah, so you know the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. So I adapted just like so many different,
Hidden
like
markings.
classic comic art.
Otto's tasked the villains to please going after the Devil's Breath anti-serum.
Okay, great.
Using something. What's Vulture doing in Times Square? Electro's disabling Oscorp. Rhino's targeting Oscorp. Scorpion must be trying to poison the city's reservoir. Another Oscorp-owned property. Icarus. This is it.
Finally, Icarus.
Hello, Spider-Man. We've never been properly introduced. I'm
Otto Octavius. There is no Icarus, is there?
No. Martin needs no assistance to secure the anti-serum. Icarus was a ruse to get you into position.
Into position? Huh?
Need a lift? So refreshing to work for a man like Octavius. Backup plans for his backup plans.
Hey!
Pete, are you okay? What's happening?
Traffic's rough! Listen! Lee's gunning for the anti-serum. We need to find Oscorp's Devil's Breath lab before he does!
On it right now. I'm pulling every building permit in the city. If there's a record of the lab, I'll find it.
That's great! Okay, talk soon, MJ!
Trap failed? Softened him up. Time for plan B.
Okay, now this is where the boss battles start getting kind of interesting, because there's two different enemies to fight, so you have to be kind of aware of both. So you have to be aware of both.
Heartwarming, Electro. You really grew in prison, didn't you?
Okay, now where is Electro? Oh. Okay, cool. We can go to General. No, I want to get Electro.
What are you babbling about?
Nobody ever gets my jokes.
Our long feud ends tonight, insect.
So, I'm sorry, should they not be dropping down?
Thought we had a help
Because
give
of
and take.
gravity.
Man, have I misread this relationship?
Well, Spider-Man should be at least, because, well, he can't fly. Okay, now, where is...
Nothing more than luck.
Okay, so the boss battles as of this point are really interesting, but that doesn't mean they're not easy. And they are still really repetitive, because it's just like, you know, block Adrian, what's it called? Dodge something from...
I'm so happy I can almost stop fighting! Almost!
Just something like, just block, what's it called? Dodge the Vulture.
Gotta be honest, like
beat
me
him
better
up
when
a
you
bit.
pull loners.
Then web Electro, and then dodge Electro, web him up, beat him up a bit, and then, you know, and then rinse and repeat, and it's just really, boring.
Just like oil and water, sure.
Wait, was that? That can't be it, can it? That's even easier than I was expecting it to be, and like, I wasn't even playing well. Damn, he's getting shot.
He doesn't stand a chance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got this.
Again, hate to be the pessimist, but I don't think you guys are assessing this situation accurately.
Stay still.
I am dead. I'm gonna die. Okay, that's just a great. Wait, what? No. No, I'm telling you, I pressed the button to dodge. Yeah, it just didn't register for whatever reason. Like, I got this controller back when I got the console, so like 3 years ago. But then like, I know it was a used console, so that might.
He doesn't stand a chance.
Sure doesn't make it better. All I had
Again,
to do was
hate to be the pessimist, but I don't think you guys are assessing this situation accurately.
I just wanted to beat up Electro first, because like every time I play this boss battle, I just try and finish off Electro as quickly as I can, and then I just move on to Vulture, because Vulture's like a really easy target.
Hold up a sec.
Okay, now where's Electro?
Bit overeager there, Electro. Not complaining, mind you.
No, I can't. Please don't. I can't die again. I'm already frustrated that I died once.
Nothing more than boob slapping now. He doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah, sorry, my sister just came into the room, so you probably didn't hear that. 'Cause I'm gonna edit it out.
Again, hate to be the pessimist,
you know,
but I don't think you guys are assessing this situation accurately.
I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm just like not playing. Just not playing it well. No, okay, fine.
The guard's up. Need to stun or surprise him.
Okay, where are they though? Okay, there they. No, okay, I refuse.
Next time you're mine.
Not so fast. Miss me, now you got it. You know what, forget I said anything.
Okay, so I was saying before that, like, you know, that how much I really like, Spider-Man, the new animated series, and the animated series from, what's it called, 1994 or 1995, I think it was. And yeah, I do really like those. Those are like some of my favorite Spider-Man adaptations or portrayals or whatever you want to call it. But then like, I don't know, like some of my favorite Spider-Man adaptations were like, I don't know, they were like a lot of them are from movies, a lot of them are from games, a lot of them are from what's it called? A lot of them are also from comics, and then a few of them are from shows as well. So like, what's it called? My favorite adaptation of Spider-Man is and will always be, you know, the classic comic version of Spider-Man. You know, like that first run of Amazing Spider-Man comics. Cause like I haven't read them all. I've listened to a few on like YouTube and whatever. Okay, finally we beat Vulture. Okay, at least I can beat Electro.
Should check on Sparky.
Okay, at least I can beat Electro now. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, because obviously it just gave us like so many great villains, like Scorpion, like all these like amazing villains like Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man probably has the best rogues gallery apart from maybe Batman, because like obviously he has like the Joker, Two-Face, Bane, loads of people that are really good. But then I'd say no, please just let me win. I deserve to win, please. No, finally, okay, he's done. Yeah, so obviously what's it called? The Amazing Spider-Man run of comics, or like the original run of comics for Spider-Man. Obviously, it gave us all these amazing villains. It introduced us to Peter Parker, and like, and it just like gave us now 58 years and count 58 years of amazing Spider-Man like material. Loads of great movies, loads of really good TV shows, loads of really good comics as well, and there'll hopefully be even more in the future. So that's why that's my #1 like all-time favorite like portrayal of Spider-Man. But then also I'd say also I really like.
Just need to.
Actually, what else I really like? I also really like the Tom Holland and the Sam Raimi movie versions of you know, of Spider-Man, just because I feel like what's it called? So Tom Holland's one is just like he just captures like Spider-Man so well, and like I just really like Tom Holland's performance, and the villains in both were both really good as well, I think. And then also with the Sam Raimi trilogy, I just really liked. They just like really got the essence of Spider-Man right, especially in Spider-Man 2, but all of them I think like they all understood Spider-Man really well.
4 to go.
And then also another, and then I also really like
wouldn't happen to be related, would it?
yeah, I also really like
was
the animated
Octavius'
series from
staging ground.
1994, the
He's
new
using the
animated
villains to
series from
pull apart
2003,
Oscorp.
and the
Vulture and
Spectacular
Electro were
Spider-Man.
targeting power
Just because
plants.
those
Scorpion's
three were
going after
the
water
cartoons that I
treatment.
think best
I'm not
like
sure about Rhino yet. Something along the
best
shoreline.
like captured what
That's good
Spider-Man
enough
is
to
all
start.
about. You know,
I
like,
assume you're
and
going
they all
after
had like
Scorpion?
something unique
City's
about
already
them.
on the
You know,
brink.
like
If we lose
obviously
clean water, we might never come
the
back.
animated series from
I'll update you when I
1994
make
was
progress.
like the most comic
Sounds like a
accurate,
plan.
and I'd say the one from 2003, the new animated series, was like just all the different spins that had on its villains were really unique, and then obviously the Spectacular Spider-Man was just
Check
the
on Miles.
story and all that was really good. And, like
you okay?
it took elements
was
from
gonna
the
ask
Ultimate
you.
Comics and the
I'm fine,
616
but you and
universe,
May
the
are in
main
the middle of
universe,
it.
and just meshed them all
busy,
together
but
really
people
well,
need
which
help.
was really good.
And I'd rather
And then
be doing
also
something
just
than waiting
finally
around for
one of my
somebody else to
favorite
fix
Spider-Man
things, you
portrayals,
know?
maybe
Yeah, I heard that.
like
Just make sure you
like probably
protect
my
yourself.
second favorite after
Mask
the
and
comics.
gloves. And
After
rest
the
every
comic
now and then.
portrayal,
All that goes
obviously
double for
this
me.
game, I really
Nobody
really
can
love
make
this
that woman
game.
take a break
The
when she
story
doesn't
of this
want to.
game,
But I'll do my
the
best.
characters in this game,
Thanks, Miles.
it's all just really
Give May my
really
love.
amazing.
And
I
be
make so
safe.
many just like little references to other Spider-Man things, and that's why I really love this one. Anyway, I think I'll end the video here. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like the video, and also let me know what suits you want me to wear in a future video. Anyway, that's all from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Spider-Man is in
Bye.
range.